Hello and welcome back to my Lightweight Java Games Library tutorial. In the previous one we set up the players following the player around from any position on the screen, and in this one we are going to add text into our game so that we can actually draw text to the screen, like the HUD, like we can draw the player's health, basically anything we want. So first what we're going to do is we're going to actually have to import a new package, the SlickUtil package. I'll provide a download link for that in the description. What you want to do is you want to drag it over into our source folder, hit OK to copy, and then right click our project, go to properties, Java build path, add jars, our project again, source, and slickutil.jar. Once you do all that, we now have slickutil within our game, and what we want to do near the top of our main method, below we declaring all of our variables and our objects, we're going to put another one, public static true type font. This is going to be the font we're going to use, and we might have to import that. And then go down into our initialize code, right down here, and before we actually declare the player, we're going to type in font, T font for temporary font, well, because we're not going to use this after we use it for the first time, equals new font, and this font is going to be Arial, and then we're also going to bold it so it's easy to read, and it's going to be size 24. Under that we type in font equals new true type font, and we're going to use T font because of it's our temporary font, and then we're going to put in true. Once we do that, we can now draw text to the actual screen. So go over to the player, and right under render, we're going to type in main.font and drawString. We're going to do it at 0, 0, and we're going to draw health, colon, space, plus health. And this will draw the amount of health we have to the screen. Now when we run this, we're going to end up seeing the font in the top left corner of the screen, but we're not going to see anything else being drawn on the screen. This is because when we set up the font, we just set OpenGL to not draw normal objects, but drawing textures. So instead, what we want to do is right before, at the very beginning of the render, we want to set gl11.gl enable, no, gl disable, and gl11.gl texture 2D. Now when we run the game this time, we're going to see all of our objects, but then our text is going to appear as a big white square. So in order to fix that, right before we draw our string, now we're going to type in gl11.gl enable, and we're going to put in gl11.gl texture 2D. And now this should break the game again, but this time it should break the zombies. Now the zombies don't render. So we're just going to copy this line of code right here, go over into the zombie.java class, and right above render we're going to paste it to disable GL texture 2D. Once we get that going, then bam, everything works as it should. And now we can draw anything we want. We can even go at the end of this and we can add actually it is 24, so main.font.drawString 0, 24 zombies plus main.entities. Actually, we're going to change this from zombies to entities. Alrighty, and that's broken. Dot size, that's what I forgot. Now when we run it, it should actually work. There we go. So every time a zombie spawns, a new entity is created, and it tells us how many entities are currently in the game on the top left corner of the screen. Alright, and thank you for watching this tutorial series so far. The next one is actually going to be about collision detection and taking away from the player's health, and we'll probably slow down the zombies a little bit because they're moving really swiftly. So I guess I'll see you then.